This is a video of me 3 months ago. Just like that, that's how I got to the other side of the world. To spend 2.5 months on the vacation I'd been dreaming about for years now. Just got on a plane, slept for a couple of hours, had a bit of a rough landing, but I survived, and then got straight to the tacos. Like I said, that's how it happened in my dreams, but this was my reality. A COVID test 1 day before our flight was what the US government requested, and this would have worked out fine if there wasn't suddenly an outburst of thousands of Omicron cases right before our flight. After spending a month in quarantine with my family, we were all really starting to lose it, but thankfully the day came. We packed our bags, got to the airport at 4 a.m, learnt a new way to carry our suitcase, and finally said our goodbyes. So we arrived at the airport 5 hours before our flight because we were scared we might have forgotten something. There were a lot of requirements to travel, and it was my first time doing all the documentation myself. If there were any problems, we had time to go back, but the check-in gate didn't even open until 8 a.m. The only delay was the Face ID machine not recognizing me due to my intense mosquito bites.
Even the Macca's is closed. Like, the only thing that's ever open in Australia, which is, I just want to get a $2. Just kidding, you can't even get a $2 Macca's, though. That's even expensive.
This was the only cafe open in the entire airport, but it was honestly such a rip-off, bro. Look at that, $10.90 for a ham and cheese croissant. Gotta be joking me.
Ahora sí, Samantha está lista. Es su primer viaje de experiencia. ¿Verdad, Sammy? Y nos vamos en ese avión. ¿Verdad? En ese avionzote nos vamos a ir. 14 horas, ¿verdad, Samantha? ¿Cuántas horas? ¿14? ¿16?
Este me costó $8.
Jesús. Pero es que todo está sobre.
Sí, es de nosotros.
Sí, sí es. Sí, yo no he dicho que no. Pobrecita mi bebé, toda picada por los moscas. Todo está cerrado. Todo está cerrado. Exclusivo para nosotras.
All of these seats were empty. Nobody sat in these the entire 14-hour flight. I think the total amount of all the people on the flight could have fit in every single first class wasted chair. But anyways, so we walked all the way to the back and then we found our seats.
Se supone que tenemos que
First thing on the itinerary was dinner, since it was already 9 p.m. in LA. I got the chicken option while my mom got the pasta. I'd recommend the pasta without the sauce. Next was nap time. They dimmed the lights so the babies could sleep, and luckily for me, I can sleep anytime, anywhere, so I was out like the lights too. Also, the tablets I got for my allergy bites have a side effect of knocking you out, so that helped a lot as well. Well, would you look at that? It's already breakfast time. I got juice and a sandwich, and this is me flexing that I got my own row to sleep in. Pretty much first class if you think about it. In this diagram, you can see that there was only a singular person near me for the whole flight, except for my mom. So I would say it was a very safe COVID flying experience.
And this is how high we were. It was a bit scary, a bit cold as well.
And this is a tutorial on how to use a travel neck blow up pillow thing. So you can either put it on a fold out table and put your head in between it like this, or you can do what I do and put it behind you and sort of fill up that gap between the seat and the window, making an extremely recommendable and comfortable sleeping flying experience. And before we even knew it, we were already arriving at LA, where we would wait another 4 hours for our next flight to Houston. It's kind of complicated. You have to go outside after you check your bags again, and then find out what terminal you're going to. It will say it on your what? Sorry, I can't think right now. It will say it on your boarding ticket thing on the app. That's where I found it, because it wasn't on my boarding pass, the printed one out that they gave me. So you have to walk outside, and then every terminal is like its own little building. That's why it's like you can't get through it from the inside. So mine is number 7, so I gotta keep going to the next building. Damn, it's a long ass walk. Anyways, that's so I'm pretty sure I have to check in again over here to get to the gate. I don't know. So I did not film much on our stopover at Houston Airport because we only had a 2-hour layover, which was spent running around the entire airport looking for our gate, only to realize finally that the departing gate was the exact same one as the one we arrived at. The exact same plane too, actually. So our plane was right there the whole time. So yeah, somebody got mad at me for not knowing it, and then being on my phone was not going to help the situation. So that's why I didn't vlog. But anyways, enjoy this peaceful cloud meditation video. Look at us getting off the plane in the middle of the runway. I'd never done that before. It was very cool. I felt like a celeb stepping off her private jet. Hee. The instant warmth of the air enveloped me as soon as I stepped out of the plane. I was lost for words and excitement at what was to come. All that was left to do was get our luggage and be picked up by my aunt, except she was nowhere to be seen.
Hemos llegado y hemos sido abandonadas. ¿Dónde están?
Porque no estaba.
Porque estaba mi teléfono, pendeja. No, por favor.